You're standing at a market in Lagos and you've got cash in your hands. The vendor says, it's 2,500 naira for this, but you can take it for 2,200 naira if you pay now. You don't hesitate. Cash talks. But imagine this, if your money was tied up in something that wasn't liquid, like land or a car, would you have been able to make that deal on the spot? In this video, I'm going to break down why having quick cash, liquidity, can matter more than owning things that are profitable but hard to access. Okay, liquidity is a term you've probably heard a lot, but what does it actually mean? Before we get into why having quick cash matters, it's important to first understand what liquidity really means. In simple terms, liquidity is just how quickly and easily you can turn something into cash. Take a plot of land in your village or car valuable, yes, but you can't just sell either of them on the spot, right? You need time, paperwork, and sometimes a buyer who's even interested. Now think of your mobile money app or cash in your pocket. You can spend it immediately. It's ready when you are. Cash is the most liquid asset there is. You don't have to wait for a buyer. It's yours to use right now. Now that you understand liquidity, I will explain how this plays out in real life, particularly when we compare it to profit. All right, here's the catch. Profit doesn't always equal liquidity. You can have a profitable piece of land that's appreciating in value, but that doesn't mean you can use that money to fix a flat tire or buy a last-minute plane ticket. In fact, it might take months to get your money out of that land. Think of it like this. Your cousin runs a successful shop. The business is profitable, but the money from those profits is tied up for reuse in the business. She can't just take that money out and use it to cover an urgent expense. Meanwhile, you might not have a booming business or assets, but you've got cash in hand. Even if you haven't made any big profits recently, you can use that cash whenever something comes up. The point is, liquidity gives you the freedom to act quickly. Without it, you're left waiting to access profits that might not be as easy to use when you need them most. So we know liquidity gives you options, but how does that affect people in their day-to-day life? So why does all this matter when you're making financial decisions? Let's look at some examples of how liquidity works still. In Nigeria, we're no strangers to the need for quick cash, like urgent 2K, whether it's for unexpected medical expenses or a wedding gift that needs to be bought last minute. We've all had to dip into our wallets or bank accounts to make things happen immediately. Think of the last time your phone screen cracked. You didn't start thinking about selling land or cars. You needed cash to fix it right now. Or when that family emergency hits and you need to send money to a relative fast. If you had invested everything in, let's say, real estate, you might have had to wait for weeks to months, and that could have cost you. Liquidity is about flexibility. It allows you to respond quickly to life's unpredictable events. Now that you see how liquidity impacts everyday situations, there is a need to balance it with profit. All right, so just because liquidity is key doesn't mean ignoring profits from investments that can generate long-term profit. A diverse portfolio is always a good idea. Here's why. Keep some liquid cash for emergencies like buying food at the markets when you need it, or having funds to grab a business opportunity on the fly. Invest in assets to build wealth over time, but don't tie up all your money in things you can't access quickly. This balance will give security. The security of having cash available when needed, and the security of building wealth over time. So, next time you're thinking about where to park your money, remember this. Liquidity matters more than you think. Having cash in hand is like being ready for whatever comes next, because in the end, having the option to act quickly can mean the difference between missing out and taking control of a financial opportunity. Thanks for sticking with me till the end. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new update. Feel free to drop your thoughts or questions in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. Catch you in the next one.